Paw Patrol, Paw Patrol, Paw Patrol. Yeah, we all like Paw Patrol. What's that? Yeah. I'm ready. Are you ready? I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to do this. Weekly close. I'm ready to do the weekly close. Who is tuning in to the weekly close with us today? We don't really know just yet. We're gonna do the weekly close with everybody in the chat. John, I banned you in my live stream, he says. But we don't know who John is, if he goes by the name Axe, or is that Pepe in there? I don't know.
In crypto, speed matters, but trust matters more. At Caleb & Brown, you're never on your own. We connect you with your own personal broker and a 24/7 team, ready to help you buy, sell, or swap over 250 digital assets with one flat, transparent fee. No spreads, no slippage, no hidden costs. Get the best market prices through deep, aggregated liquidity executed by our professional trading desk. Your funds are secured with institutional-grade cold storage for total peace of mind. Track every move in real time with our intuitive client portal, anywhere, anytime. Whether you're trading as an individual, trust, or business, we give you speed, security, and peace of mind. Thousands of clients in over 100 countries already trust Caleb & Brown. Visit calebandbrown.com and start your personalized crypto journey today.
Disclaimer, not financial advice. We're not liable for any personal financial decisions. This segment was designed for entertainment purposes only. Thank you. What is going on, everybody? Welcome into another episode of Blockchain Brew Show. Trent will not be here today. He's playing the whole youth group theme for the year, I guess, out. So, guys, if you like me being here and being the host today, please smash that golden like button today, so we can get it on the cowboy way. We also do subscribe bell. A ring-a-ding-ding and your ring-a-ding-ding. And with that bell, you can find us over here on YouTube. There's a little tiny bell icon. Go ahead and smash that. And then over here on Kick and Rumble, we go natural. So thank you guys for over there who watch us on Kick and Rumble. We just love having you. And I can see you guys right there on X. Thank you for being there on X. And there's a little heart symbol in there. Go ahead and smash that. And they have a little logo. It kind of looks like this. If you click that, you repost us, help us get to more people out there on X who want some more alpha on crypto. Got a little, check out this can art. Like a little blueberry with a bunch of little scribbles on it. It is a double IPA from Electric Surfboard, Fort George. I figured out, guys, it's Fort George. I was like, what is it before? Nobody knew. Now we know. So, a little ASMR pop in here. Celebrate with you guys because it's Sunday. It's the day of relaxation. Give it to God, baby. Who do we have in here? You know, we have Mr. Pepe, Vision Pulsed Fat Boy. I was going to try Fast Boy, Pulse Boy. D Not You, welcome in, Mr. D Not You. How's your weekend coming along? Did you get a chill? Get a chill out? Get to take a nice break? What do you do for work, D Not You? Cause I know, I think you told us before, but I can't remember. Duality C, what's up, Duality? Haven't seen you in a minute, man. How's life? Vision Pulse is garbage. Yeah, John's coming out swinging, man. John, I banned you in my live stream. Ag always crying in my stream. Yeah, right. John doesn't cry. No, he's a trucker, man, like me. Unlike Pepe, he says. Axe was crying. He lost a lot of money. He is not. Pepe is garbage. XRP still go down from 2021. I hope it goes down so I can buy more. Crow's still down from 2021. I hope Crow still goes down more so I can buy more, man. When it's ready to go, it'll do its thing. AKA John invested in Crow and lost his money. I don't think so. I don't think he did. Bleeding T-Square. Everything is bleeding, brother. Everything. Besides Onyx Chain, XCN, man, that's up. I was actually just looking at this without any basic advanced TA in it. It does look like you got a high, lower high. Same thing on the monthly. You got a high, you got a lower high coming on in. The daily, you know, you got a high, possible double top, possible lower high. So we might be able to get a short in there. Just maybe, man. I'm a little frustrated at myself. I thought about taking profits today on Monad. I was up 25% from the live stream today. And I'm looking over at the charts. I'm like, dang it. I was kicking myself. Because, you know, I was up on the 1 hour. We did have a red dot right here. And I left it open, man. So I'm slightly in the red now. Didn't close it out. Reason why I left it open, we were swinging up. This did not exist right now. I didn't know how far we were going to go down. But when I came over to the 4 hour to kind of get a more look into it, we had double green dots and the momentum's still going good. We had a pretty sharp decline. Super bummed about it. I'm like, no, I gave up my gains. I should have roached it, man. Took the profits and got out. And the 12 hour did look like it was getting close to rolling over. You know, maybe I might leave it open or just barely watch, see what happens. I just want to see, man. If we get that reversal off the 50, you know, good things will still come. Good things will come to those who are patient, right? Exactly, Pepe. You know, you got to learn that. Good things will come to those who are patient. Oh, yeah. What's BTC doing, man? We got 6 minutes till we close. What else is pumping over here? Take a look today. Pippin's down 13.3%, 30% for the week. Pippin's run over. Ultima's coming out of nowhere swinging with 16% gains today. Little whoosh. River's been hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold, man. Maybe a lower high. It looks like maybe negative tomorrow on River. I'm gonna have to hit the Discord up and see if we have any calls for River. We got Zebek down 5.5% for the day. Zebek protocol. No, John, we did a pretty nice call on Jasmine, and I think Zebek too, actually. Yeah, we have to take an inner look at that. Whatever. Finally, looks like it might be a reversal coming on from Monad. I hope so. What's a 15-minute saying? We got a little bit of a green dot. Hopefully, we get that double green dot. Hopefully, we get that full-on reversal coming on in. That would be nice. I would like to get my gains back and have the 4 hour actually play out how I would like it to play out. You know, come up to the 21 or the 50. Like make some real good gains. That's why I didn't close it out. I wanted to go double or nothing. D not you. Welcome in. I thought you added a like earlier. Hey, D not you. What do you do for work? I was trying to remember. I'm sure I asked you before. It just escapes me. Jasmine. Ooh. It isn't a bilateral. You know, obviously you can see that inverted, and you got the W, you got higher lows, slightly lower highs coming on in. Money flow is tipping down in the 4 hour on Jasmine. Not the biggest fan of the Jasmine chart right now. Daily looks like, John, it's going to take a breather. I think it's going to come back down, probably come back down to let's say 7.5. That's a good solid level. 7.5 is on the table. Take a little bit of a break. If it breaks out, we can head up to the 200 at 11.5. It looks like to me it's going to break down in the daily time frame. The 2 day is above the 50, just slightly. Guess we'll have to wait and see. Guess we'll just have to wait and see. You do everything? Well, that's good for you, man. You know, I want to leave what I do right now and become an electrician or a plumber, just because I feel like that's a good life skill to have that not enough people have. I just want to learn how to do it. If I could do it for a couple of years, I'll figure it out. I think that'd be sick. Let's jump on over to BDC, the Biddy, man, and take a sip. Cheers to everybody who made it out today, Sunday. Ooh, yeah, fresh, man. BDC is pumping on the 1 hour. Didn't it pump up to 91,000? Yeah, there it goes. A little manipulation to the downside to the upside. Look at that nasty spike down below the 200. Followed up by a nasty spike up. Coming on up. Not so bad, man. Get above the 200. Money flow. Ink trigger coming up. The VWAP's trying to fight us. 1 hour, we have a crazy wick, man. Just absolutely wild wick. Maybe get an Inca trigger wave VWAP coming in. Money flow is so smaller. Very, very not strong. Anyway, so I remodel a few places per year. Most of the year, I fix houses. I literally can remodel so nothing is off the table for fixing. That sounds like you almost got like a general contractor like license, or if you don't have that, then it sounds like you have like you have all the skills of a general contractor, basically. Praying that was the sweep and go. I don't know, man. Pepe's in here. He's really trying to get under John's nerves today. Axe. Crying on Oscar live stream, asking why he lost his money. I also do artwork. Been working on my website. Oh, what's your website? I should come over there and check it out. That's like another buddy of mine. Whoa, what's this? 4-hour red dot? But that was some mass manipulation. That red dot's probably not actually going to be there. Yeah, that was just hard manipulation. 2 minutes till we get the weekly close. 12 hours, really close to making an Inca trigger wave like that. It makes me a little nervous how we kind of came out, just touched the 21 on that wick. And I'm like, I hope we get more than that. We haven't formed that green dot trigger wave yet. Daily shows more time frame to come to the downside. 2-day wants more pressure to the downside as well. 3-day, we're at the 200. I hope we don't fall through the 200. Kind of looks like we are. Maybe we'll fall just below, like we were talking about yesterday, get that inverted head and shoulder pattern. 5-day. We got the 5-day yesterday, doji candle. Ugh. Must be a reversal of that little bit gains we had. By the way, what price did you close your Polygon long? Wish I took it with you. I closed it at 7% gains. Yeah. I should have hung in there all the way up to 19 cents, man. I called that sucker. I called real good. Where's Polygon at? Because we called it we had a line right here on the daily. We said it was going to come to, we freaking nailed that sucker too. We said it was going to come to 18 cents and 18.44. It literally came up to 18.66 over here on Binance. I mean, come on, guys. We called that one sucker. We called that one back over here, right? Right, Dina Ghazi? Yeah, we did. We nailed that one. Good. So we have to see. Yeah, I made some gains on that. I'm hoping, like I was talking about my Modad, I was up 25% my Modad today. I should have just closed it out, but I'm hoping I could double up. I still kind of think it might. So I'm a handyman for a general contractor. I would have to employ people to make my numbers. I am done managing other people, dude. I don't blame you, man. You know, one thing I learned, we had this car when we were at Boeing. I should swing back over the weekly. Did we get the weekly yet? Man, we got 10 seconds. We had this car at Boeing. Long story short, it had like 20,000 miles on it, and the thing was like falling apart. The roof was falling down. It was just beat up because people just don't take care of things that aren't theirs. It's the fact. All right, here we go. Boom, we got our weekly candle. Ooh, Schneisy, man. I would like to see more gains come in, but man, it gave a lot of it back. Not setting up great, man, for the week. Not setting up good. Oof, that's a rough one. Daily looks okay, though. The VWAP coming up. Money flow kind of slightly ticking. Stokes RSI okay. Possible green dot coming in the next couple of days. Hopefully tomorrow. If we can have a good, strong tomorrow. Close, like, say, 93,000. It's not that strong. We should get a green dot for more movement coming in. Let's take a look at the liquidity. Where's the liquidity at? Coming on in. Wow, we're like literally freaking even. Like, I'm just looking at this. You guys can see it too. Damn thing looks mirror. It's literally mirroring it. Look at it down here. We have a little bit right here. We have a little bit up over here. That's incredible. Like, how? We have a strong line right at the front. We have a strong line at the top. It's like, the heck am I looking at, man? We're right smack in the middle practically on the 24 hours. The 3-day. Maybe the 3-day will give us a little bit more. Whoa! Yeah, got a lot of liquidity below us. It wants to come down and snack those longs. Take those longs out. Everybody seems to be opening them. Yeah, we do. What's over here? Ooh, this doesn't look as bad. The weekly is showing a lot of liquidity, coming up to 92,000. It won't take a whole lot, man, for us to get in there. We were pretty close. We were just eating in there before the show, I guess. 10 million, 20, 35. This is where the sweet spot gets 88, 74, another 74, 65, another 75. And below us, we got 28, 66, 91, 50, 50, 50. They're pretty close to being even, realistically. It's kind of interesting. He has more leverage out in the week. A lot more leverage. Short liquidation leverage is open. A lot more shorts want to get wrecked. Leverage plays are dangerous. Do you have any token unlocks coming for us? Starknet has 2.5% unlock coming as on the 14th, so 3 days. You guys say holders out there might be some volatility coming out into 1.5% unlock coming out also the 14th. That's pretty big. Zebek John has an unlock coming out. They're almost fully unlocked. 96%, let's say 97%. They're having a 1.1% unlock, equivalent to 3 million market cap. 1% of a 3 million market cap, more. No, 3 million is being unlocked of its market cap. Okay, sorry, I had that wrong. I had to correct myself. Well, we have a scammer over there. You have bubbles up? I do have bubbles up. You want to take a look? I also want to cover Jasmine still, Onyx Coin, and I would take a look at Zebek. Maybe even Pippin. This is 1-200. We go to the top 100. Monero, look at Monero rocketing up after Zcash had fumbled the ball, bro. Zcash up $150, man. Woo! And Render. Let's go, Render. Hey, if you guys haven't, it might be a day to take some profits off the table for Render. IP up 14.5%. I don't know any of these other coins. I know Deepbook. That's the only one. Let's take a look at Onyx Coin, guys. So we're gonna jump in the chart. Let's take a look at Onyx. We'll hit Jasmine up and then maybe Pippin. I'm trying to remember where I have saves. Do I have Onyx in here or is it down below? Must be down below. Monero, Tezos. Oh, maybe I don't have Onyx. I thought I had Onyx in here. XCN USDT. Yeah, I do have it. Where the heck is it at? Oh, here it is. Why is it up over here? It should be like, that's a weird spot for it. I'm gonna put it. I'll put it above next to XLM. How's that? Ooh, hit that 200 rejection off it. Money flow is still looking good. It's been coming in on the daily. $12-hour, we got a green dot. I gotta make these green dots bigger for you guys. Did I miss something? I'm taking a look at Mantis one, bro. Oh yeah, we can take a look at Mantis. Absolutely. Woo. Itch my head. All right, what we got going on Onyx Coin? Green dot still looks good, man. 4 hour looks good. This might actually have another leg to it. Money flow is kind of plateau. 4 hours is coming in strong though. 15-minute. It's fighting the 21. Slightly lower high though. Slightly lower high on the 15-minute. What's the 6 hour say? 6 hour says we're good, but I don't like the VWAP. 4 hour, we just got 3 wicks lower highs. Good rejection off that 50 though. I mean, look, that's freaking perfect. Or we shot off it, came down, bounce, bing, above the 21. That's nice. I hope we can float above the 21. If so, the 12-hour will probably play out. And the daily looks like the money flow is coming in. It'll probably come back to the 200 up again. We have to wait and see if it, wants to break above it. But that's probably the best case scenario. The larger time frame's looking a little spent, so you might get one more push above the 200. Let's take a look at Mantis and then Jasmine, I guess. GT says, I freaking told you XCN isn't done. The company that's buying and staking their token is relentless. What company is it? Tell me the company. I want to know. I want to research them. Maybe I'll make a video on it, like a short. I don't think I have Mantis in here. Maybe I do. Mantis. Is that how you spell Mantis? Oh, Metis. Metis is what you said. USDT. I have Metis in here. Now you get a 30 to 50% retracement. XCN's about to dump hard. I think it might continue a little bit more pump before it dumps, but there are signs of it dumping. I agree. I do think a dump is coming. I'm questioning if it's going to pump a little bit before it dumps. 1 hour looks good. You got anchor trigger wave right now. Money flow is just started uptick on the 1 hour. 4 hour also got a green dot too. Well, uptick. I like how it didn't fall through and stay below the 21. 6 hour looks good. We are at 21, and the 50 on the 6 hours kind of like, but other time frames look fine. We did have an anchor trigger wave off this. We did shoot up, come up to the 21, rejection off of it. You're slightly lower low. Longer time frame low, looks like it's about to continue an upward trajectory. Probably come up to near 538 next day or two if the smaller time frames can play out. 3 days momentum's been increasing. Money flow is also increasing outwards direction. 5 day increase. Weekly momentum's looking fine. There's a little bit of manipulation coming in into Mantis. Oh, Metis. I keep saying Mantis, sorry. Hopefully it's bottomed. If it hasn't bottomed, then you could have more price downwards action. The smaller time frames, my favorite one of all the time frames was it the 1 hour. I think the 1 hour I'm most bullish on. I can't tell you if there's a longer move happening. Off the 1 hour, you do have an anchor trigger where money flow isn't ticking up and VWAP's looking good. The 4 hour, you do got signs of continuation happening in the 4 hour. You know, maybe see 523 again. Kind of have to watch it, make sure we need to get above this zone right here. That way we can get a higher high, which is kind of hard because we have to get through the 200 at $5.50. But it does look like it has a chance to do it. Money flow has been slowly increasing. Oh, it's not bad. Not my favorite. It's not bad though. If we come down a low and save a lower low, that will be the sign to get out. You know, measure move. Can you make it make sense? You know, if you measure up to 50, you put a stop loss and down one of these wicks, it might be worth to take a shot. Where's Jasmine at? Jasmine. I should be looking at that monad, seeing if it's going to come back around. Hey, there's Ultima. Jasmine's up higher. We have DZ too, calling out THQ again. Wants to know what THQ is going to do. I passed Jasmine. JS. There it is, Jasmine. That's above the 200 and the 12 hour. It's a good sign. Good strong area of support. I don't really like the lower highs we're getting in, flagging down. We're getting higher lows. There's your low, a slight higher, slightly higher. Here's your high. Kind of create a double top, but then you got a lower high and a lower high and a lower high and a lower high. So it's definitely consolidating. For our money flow is ticking slightly down. With the money flow, we have a red dot still coming down to the downside. 6 hours showing pressure to the downside also. I don't really like how the 21 getting some curvature to the downside. Jasmine looks like to me it's getting ready to take a break. Just like Onyx coin shot up so hard, I think Jasmine's about to take a little bit of a breather, maybe come back down and meet the 50 moving day average, which is the red line. Momentum still coming down. It might not even come down that hard on the 12 hour. I guess we have to wait and see. I do think there's a coming down in the near term. If we come down to the 50, that's possible. That's 8.3. Maybe we come down, create a double bottom. We come lower to this area at 7.7 or 0.007. I see you over there on Kick, brother. We grew another follower on Kick. We've actually been outperforming YouTube on Kick and Rumble lately. You guys a kick on the algo. Thank you, sir. I thought you wanted to look at Algorand. Yeah, I think Jasmine is due for some sort of relief to the downside of the pressure of how hard it shot up. But it doesn't quite look like it's done yet on the 5-day. So we'll have to just wait and see, I guess. Because, we got 4 days left. If we get a break to the downside the next day and a half, you could have more gas in the tank to charge it up again. Short-term bearish, John. Long-term unsure. And I say long-term, I mean like the next 5-6 days. What else do we have? There's Kick, Jasmine. There was another one. XCN. We took a look at XCN. Just scroll up. Was it Pippin? Am I talking about Pippin? Oh, I do want to look at River. Take a look at River, I guess. Oh, it was THQ, but I'm on River. Man, River's been hot, dude. It's been really hot. Money flow is still pretty good, though. I like how it's thick. It hasn't fully started coming down. We did get a little bit of bearish divergence on the 1 hour. Am I on? Yeah, we have a swing down on momentum to a swing up on the charts. 21 did cross through the 200, which is a good sign that it's actually not done running. We're in a straight vertical trend right now. I would expect some sort of pullback. Maybe we could do a slight pullback down to the 50, which is only like $1 where we're at now, or we could also come down a little harder and hit just below 15, coming down $2. Hopefully we can hold that. And there was an anchor trigger wave we had previously back here. Had another pump or two. We didn't get a lower low. River is about to reverse again. The money flow still looks pretty good. I don't know if it's done pumping either on the daily. Now the question is, how high are we going to go? Can we close a higher high? Maybe, maybe not. It doesn't seem to me like it's something I would trade. I do think it's coming down short term. Hopefully we come down to the 21 or even come back down to It'd come down to this area of support right here at $12.50. I wonder how Say's gonna react with that unlock coming out. It's been coming down pretty hard since January 6th, which has been 5 days. We were at 13.5 cents. Now we're sitting at 12 cents. Came down, man, fell directly in between the 200 and the 21. Like, you know how Life always says, if you could draw a fast circle in between the 21 and the 200, you know it's about to come down or up. Momentum still shows more downwards action. Downwards action on the 1 day, 2 day. Trigger wave to the 2 day. It doesn't look like say looks like it's still going to continue dropping. Say it's probably looking at 11 cents, 11.34. That's what I would expect. 11.34 for say. What was something else we were going to look at? It was Pippin. We want to take a look at Pippin, right? THQ. I forgot DZ wants to look at THQ. I don't know if DZ's here yet. DZ, are you here yet? I might wait if you're not here because you're gonna have to. If you come in, I have to be looking at it again. Where's Pippin at? Pippin. There it is. Boom. And one harmony. You love that harmony, man. What's up, Fat? Jesus, XRP is hanging into a $2 by a thread, dude. I was looking at XRP, man. I could see it going lower, dude. If we have a bear market, we could come down to like a $1 and like 15-cent range. Which, whatever, man. I'll just buy more. That's how I'm looking at it. I'd love to retire. I'll just buy more, man. Just wait. You know, blessed is the patient man. Excuse me. Pippin's trying to break above the 21 right now. Momentum still going good. Money flow is ticking up. VWAP is above the 0 line. Stokes and strength RSI are okay. 4 hours shows continuation. Eyeballing the 50 MA at 37 cents. Maybe that looks like a 10% gain coming in for Pippin the next day. It's down 8.4%, so gain everything back that it lost. 6 hour, possibly roll over too. You got your high or low, wants to bounce up. Maybe we can even come up to the 38-cent level. 12 hours, getting close to making that trigger wave, man. We had a nasty wick and gained a lot of it back. We come into the daily. Oof, that's rough, man. Money flow is coming out long term. We're going to say we are bearish on Pippin long term. Long term, man. I say my long term is like the next 2 weeks. I think we're going to have a pretty dramatic move to a continuation to the downside. What do you guys think? You guys think continuation to the downside? I should put a poll in the chat. Want to see some God candles, dude? I would love to see some God candles. I just don't think don't think it's likely. Let's take a look at the back, and then we'll head over to THQ and then work our way to Harmony. I gotta put a poll in the chat. Let's see what people want to buy. Yes. Oh, I said Zabak. Zabak. What's another one? Sophie. Pepe. XCN. We've been waiting for them God candles, dude. We've been waiting for them God candles for like months or years even. What's your outlook in the short term, bro? Well, like for the overall markets, I would lean bullish. I think we're bullish because I think we'll probably have short term for Bitcoin to like 97K ish. I think we could come up. Where's the 12 hour? Is this the 12 hour? What was I looking at? No, what are the 12 hours looking at? 4 hour? 2 day. I think it was the 2 day I was looking at. So right now on Bitcoin, the 2 day, we've been playing around the 21. We haven't fell below it. So we could fall below it, okay? I'm not saying that's not out of the realms. We could even hit 85. I think the likelihood of us coming back up to either the 50 at 97,700 or the 200 at even at 101,000, or even coming below high to the 100 at 102,905 is in the realm of the likelihood that we have. I'd still be bearish though, because that would be a lower high from what we have back here, and I think we need that for a longer term reset. Even right now, the 2 day saying pretty bearish. We have Trump tariff news on Wednesday. We also have the vote on the Clarity Act coming Wednesday as well. The weekly still shows momentum coming up. Double green dots. VWAP strength are on our side. Money flow coming down on our side, but Stokes are our side are coming up. That's one of the reasons why I also, sorry for bumping the table and moving the camera. That's one of the reasons I could also see us coming up to this price target right here and kissing it. I think we could come up, bounce off this 50, boom, and that would bring us, maybe like something like this, come back down to this range of 62,000. I think that's going to be it. That is the move. That is the move, man. Get the move. We have Doji candle trend reversal on the 2 week, reversal of the previous higher trend that we have right here. Come back up to the 21 right here. Boom, rejection. Even look at this. 50, 50, 50, 50. The last 4 weeks we'll be playing out the 50. Hopefully Trump and Putin both visit pearly gates, Syrian human garbage, both of them. We'll see, man. I never wish death on anybody. I'm actually a Trump fan, and I never wish death on Joe Biden the entire time he was in there. In fact, anybody in there running the country, I just hope that they do a good job. That's basically it. I can't affect it. I just want them to do a good job. That way it makes everybody's life easier. That being said, they're both pretty old, so they'll hopefully find their way into heaven's gates. I wonder if that'd be work. Wouldn't it be interesting if Putin and Trump both go to heaven? You're sitting there looking at them, and you're like, how did you guys both end up here when you were both with terrible things you could say? Okay, what's up, man? You wearing these polls? Hey, Dino, here's a good question. Did the polls come up on Kick? I don't even know if you can do polls on Kick or Rumble. I have no idea. I'm sure you can do polls on Rumble. How do you do that? Well, I want to go back to Zebek. I'm scrolling down. Maybe even look at Sweet. That could be a fun one. We haven't done Sweet in a while. And I would like to see if I could do a poll on in our show right now. This is not our live. Oh, this is Kick. That's why. Okay, so we go over to from Kick. There's comments, embedded, save, share. How do you do a poll? I don't know what that does. Share, comment, post, embedded. Like this. I could do emojis. There's an emoji. Now how do I do a poll? Enable slow chat, disable large history, pop-up chat. Oh, that wasn't it. Open up. You guys can even see this. I'm looking over it on the screen. I'm trying to figure out how to do a poll. Doc chat. What did that do? I don't know what that did. Notifications. Oh, look at that. We got notifications over here. Oh, what's up, Dark Shadow? I see you coming in from a week ago. How do I do a poll? I don't know. Oh, we'll go back to over here because it's distracted me looking at like an infinite screen of myself. Trump is going to leave a massive mess for the next president to clean up. All of our allies hate us now because Trump and Canadians, UK, Europeans, Australians, etc. do not trust USA anymore. You know what, though? I don't think he will leave a massive mess. Maybe he will, though. A lot of our allies, I don't really know if they were our allies. It never really felt like they've had our back since like the 50s. But maybe you're right. I'm not a politician, to be honest with you. I think we kind of needed a bull in the China shop because I think the system that we had is kind of old. I think it needs to be redone. It's not the most popular opinion, but it's my opinion. And the nice thing is about this country is at least this country, we have a right, to say what we want. Just like we have a right to vote who we want, you know? I actually enjoy having engagement with you on this because I want to be able to have an understanding of other people's perspectives besides my own. And that's not a very common thing. I think being able to communicate and talk to people, even if you don't agree, is something that's super important as a country to be able to do. Nobody should be censored. And I want to hear everybody's opinion and why, you know, even with the shooting with ICE, I wanted to see both sides of the whole thing. Do I think it was justified to shoot her? Yes. Do I think that it was an extreme scenario where his life was on the line? I think it could have been on the line. There was definitely a lot of times I've been watching like Cops or something like that, like the TV show Cops, and you see something that's like some guy that's methed out and he's tweaking, he has a knife in his hand right towards him. I think that guy deserves to be shot more than this chick. But, you know, it's my opinion, and I watched that video like 12 times. And each time I watched that video, I had to sit there and zoom in and click, frame by frame to feel like if it was justified. Because at the first glance I watched that video, I was like, I don't know if this is really justified. And then as I saw different angles, like, okay, you know, she definitely tried to run him over for sure. And then you see the angle of like her wife saying, babe, just gas it, man, just gas it, go, 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 go. And then you find out like she actually went there and was stalking those ICE agents all day. And then you find out, well, she's a mother of 3, she's innocent. And then you find out she actually has, you know, 3 kids that she only has custody of 1 because the wife that she's married to likes to abuse the kids and put out cigarettes on them. And you're like, what? And then you find out she lost the custody in court. The court judge is like, do you want the kids or you want the wife? And she chose the wife. She didn't even want the kids. So it's like, well, that seems weird, right? And I don't know, man. There was just a lot of different angles too. From the first video I saw was not the greatest, and the second ones and third ones you watch it and you're like, why is there a dinosaur in the background? You know? Yeah, it's all very interesting. In fact, are you American? Before Trump, you would be hard pressured to find anyone in Canada that didn't love USA. Now, because of Trump, with his threats to take over Canada, they all hate USA. I think that depends on where you're at in Canada. Like even there's one part of Canada that wants to secede from Canada and joins the USA. It is easy to think it's okay to go and mess other people for whatever reason. Let along just because you can, and who is going to do anything about it? It ain't going to end pretty. Well, we'll have to wait and see, man. I think regardless if Trump was in there or if Kamala was in there, the USA is on a fast track to non-existing. Because the amount of money we print, we're gonna print ourselves into oblivion, basically, and that's just kind of, I think, what it boils down to me is like we're kind of like an oh shit moment, and we either break things or we break ourselves, basically. And so I think it's necessary, and I'm worried about the whole world too, man. I think the whole world could be coming to an end because of the whole crypto and everything. But we're digressing. No, Alberta wants the Canada not join the USA. Well, I don't know what they want to do or don't want to do. You know, I've heard both things from people from Alberta, and it's hard to trust any government, right? I mean, even the Alberta government or Canadian government, it's hard to trust them. It's hard to trust the individual people. I don't know. That's why I like to be able to express and hear people's expressions. Welcome in, Joe. How are you doing today? So let's take a look at Zebek. Zebek fell below the 200 MA. Not a good sign. Not a good sign if we stay down below there. 4 hour looks like it's a free fall. Money flow is coming down. Looks like it is coming down to the 200 at 27 cents, which is 5% down from where we're currently at. 12 hour also shows momentum coming to the downside. We were at the 21. The likelihood of us falling through it between the 1 hour and 4 hour looking bearish is pretty high. We're coming down to the 27 mark on the 12 hour time frame. Daily also looking bearish. We have momentum coming to the downside. Money flow is kind of swinging down, swinging up, swinging down, swinging up. A little bit of waves. Is that a clap? It is a clap. Cheers, Joe. I hope you're walking on your treadmill today. Being inspirational. You're a good guy. Guys, if you haven't already, go check out Joe from Trade Intuition's channel. I can't remember what I was gonna say. I hope you stay hydrated, Joe. I remember last time you came on the show, you were drinking water, and I got me a little brewski. Are you interested in coming on for a little bit, Joe? You want to do a little bit of TA? I could shoot you a message. It's been a minute, man. It really has been. Plus, you might help cool the tension in the room. I know whenever people talk about politics, it gets a little gets a little spicy. And I just want people to have a free, open mind. It's one of the reasons why we don't ban anybody, but we do block. We do put people in timeout. How do I do it? Invites plus. Joe, I'm sending you. I'll get on my computer. Cool. We'll see you in a few minutes then. I'll send you it over on the Discord. There we go. Joe just got a link. All right, I should cover this too, guys. If you want to get $100 for nothing, man. Who wants $100 for nothing? $100 for nothing. All you got to do for nothing, cost a little bit of time, is come over here. Where is it at? I have to scroll down. I should pin it to the top. Makes it easier for me to have to instead of scrolling down so far. We have a partnership with BTCC. Just registering and creating an account, they give you a $100 coupon to trade with. You get 40% using our link on your trading fees, saving 40% on your trading fees. No KYC, no VPN. Plus, you get the $100 just to create an account. Then they have a deposit bonus. Between $500, you get into your futures account, you get a $50 bonus up to $10,000 if you want to be a big baller and deposit, $100 grand into your account. So, guys, head on over to BTCC and check them out. Also, we have our exchange partner. Back up top with BitFi, guys. It's also no KYC, no VPN, but it's only 20% you save with your trading fees over on BitFi. I do like their software better. I think it's a little smoother, but I think BTCC is also good. We have an event running around right now. You can do $1 million in volume, which is $1,000, 10x leverage, 10 trades a day for 10 days. You could get $129 bonus added to your account. With the $5 million volume, you get $330 bonus. You got 20 million, 50 million, 100 million. We'll reach out over to our contact if you can prove you do that with Alex, and we shall try to get you some sort of better kickbacks if we can help it. Also, you want to do side hustles, you might be able to get some revenue generated in your exchange account. Anyways, let's get to the charts, guys. Let's get over to the charts. So Zabek, well, bearish on Zabek. Let's take a look at Ultima. Ultima's been pumping hard. What the heck? Holy cow, look at that money flow, guys. Look how thick that is. That is a savage money flow coming in. Absolute savage. Look at the 1 hour. Boom, 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 bang, man. I should have been long in this. Straight up breakup. Do I think this is done? You could scream a short it. You could, but the money flow is so thick, it might keep piling in. The 4 hour, I don't know where the money flow is coming from. The 4 hour, we do have a red dot. 4 is short. 21's cracking all the time zones right now. 12 hour, we have a higher high coming on in. This could be legging back up, guys. We had a shoulder, head, and inverted shoulder, head, and shoulder pattern to the upside. Check it out. There's your shoulder, there's your head, there's your other shoulder, and boom, it took off from there. You get a little bit of curvature right there, though. It could be getting closer to done. We could be getting an elongated pattern coming on in. Oh, wow, look at that, just breaking down so hard. You could be getting a 1, 2, 3, 4 type pattern kind of going on right now. Get the bull flag. I like how we bounced off the 200 before we continued. 1 second. Hey guys, I just wanted to tell you some breaking news. The U.S. attorney just opened up a case on Jerome J. Powell, or Jerome Powell. I actually don't know his middle initial, but that could be huge, guys. That could be huge. What are we looking at? We want to take a look at THQ for Mr. DZ. THQ. Under the 1 hour time frame. Hey, Des. Momentum coming to the downside. Momentum right here. I mean, candles coming to the downside. Momentum has not flipped over. View ups would like to say it bottomed. It hasn't said that yet. We could drop lower, you know, target of 4.2 again. Seems to like to come back there. 4-hour time frames. Momentum still hanging out down below, man. Money flows down below too. Come on, pump it. Come pump it, FFS. Sizzle, man. For sizzle. Yo, did you get on the other computer? I'm just curious. Did you get the link? It could be getting an inverted head and shoulder pattern. No, I don't know. It's kind of wackety do, man. That was a strong pump that we had the other day. Oof. 6 hours, still kind of coming down low, man. I would say I'm still bearish on it, for at least another day or two. I think that we need to figure out what's going on with this area of support right here. And it doesn't look like it's going to do a breakout. You know, if it comes back down and it's doing these candles, whoop, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. I mean, how can you predict that? You know what I mean? Like, that's pretty rough, man, on such quick time frames. I think we're going to hang out down this zone for a little bit longer, watch these candles. This candle right here is a thicker body, might be more to the downside. 15-minute, you might be able to do a scalp trend the 15-minute. We have a first double green green dot, big green dot, another green dot. Momentum wants to reverse. You could say this is the bottom. I don't think it is the bottom. I think we'll get another more. Oh, you want to look at Harmony too, Daniel Ghazi? Maybe we'll go jet over to Harmony 1. That's over by Gala, isn't it? Take a look. The gaming narrative. You also take a look at Desync. That had a massive run this week too. Old school stuff. It looks like it got rejection off the 21. The 1 hour, it looks good-ish. Good-ish. Welcome in, Joe. How are you doing, brother? How's your weekend?
Doing good. Having a little bit of difficulties right now.
You don't look like it. I mean, I hear you.
Okay, now I can hear you. So 1 second. I have
Yeah, no worries. Well, we're looking at Harmony. We might get a possible reversal. There's a doji candle. It's low volume. This is blowfin. Oops, there's colored on the paint pen. You're trying to catch a falling knife right now. I don't know if it's bottomed yet, Mr. Daniel Ghazi. I think with the 200-ish area is probably the bottom. A little bit more to come to the downside. Did you hear what? Hey, Des. I was wondering where I thought I felt you. Did you see that the attorney? I think my wife said. I don't think it's Pam Bondi, but it could be Pam Bondi. Somebody, Attorney General, just opened up a case against Jerome Powell.
Really?
Yes, just now. In the way, in a town near you. Pimp in the way. Monad. Another coin that we were looking at yesterday was Teddy. Teddy's taking a break on the 6 hour. Boom, 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 baby. Top at a short-term top. Is it going to keep going? Nobody knows. Ooh, daily. Red on the daily. Came down to the 200 rejection. I guess that was 16 hours. That was daily. Possible double top coming in for Teddy Bear. Maybe make a cup and handle. We'll have to kind of wait and see. Momentum still looks okay on the 2-day. We have 23 hours, 18 minutes to figure it out if it wants to hold that. 3-day still looks good, but it could also be making an inverted head and shoulder pattern to the upside, which would also play out quite well. We'll have to give up a lot of our gains though if it wants to come to that. You want me to throw you on the screen, Joe?
Yeah, if you have a chart, if you have a coin, can we do? Or just anything.
Yeah, just anything. What? You want to cover something that's unusual?
All right.
Have you ever looked at Brev? BREV?
Rev, is that racing car one?
I do not know if it's a racing car. I know it's recently added to Coinbase. So it's not, and I say recent as in like this last week.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one, not a meme coin, but a coin last season called Rev. And I remember it was with like F1 racing and stuff like that.
Oh, Brev with a B.
Oh, with the B, well, there's a different one there. So
yeah, BRED. Like Breve.
BREV.
Yeah.
Okay. That's completely different.
Yeah. You look like a ninja in there, man, with the beanie and the dark background. I'm like, dude, I have to take my glasses off just to see you. Like ninja.
I'm about to go make some money. I'm gonna go to the bank real quick.
Is that what you were doing when I hit you up?
What's that?
I said, is that what you were doing when I hit you up?
Oh, I was outside, and it's very chilly outside. Very chilly.
How cold is it?
I think like 55, something like that. It feels colder though.
We got you beat. We got about 45 degrees, but it was freaking cold. We went to the park yesterday with like a little wind chill. And I was like, ooh, it's frosty outside.
It was nice and sunny. Cool breeze this morning, about like 68, 72. And then as the hours went on, they got cooler and cooler. The wind started feeling a little bit colder. It's like, oh. So do you know what Brev is?
I don't. I just know it was added to all the exchanges real quick.
Okay.
Let me look. I'll tell you what it is in just 1 second. I just pulled it up on Coinbase. Its ticker's Brev. The term is Brevis. And holders, markets, news, about. Brevis is a smart, verifiable computing platform that provides foundational infrastructure for scalable, trustless computation across blockchain, data, and the AI system. Its mission is to build infinite computer layer on a decentralized compute network where any program or data, any program or data query that is impossible to run on-chain can be executed off-chain, verified on-chain through ZK proofs with millions times lower cost and latency. That's its breakdown, and I don't even know how you could do it on and off-chain and it be verified. That sounds different to me, man.
AI gibberish.
Yeah, that's what I got out of it too. I'm like, I don't even know what the hell it was just trying to tell me.
Man, I look really dark on your screen or on the channel.
Yeah, ninja, man. You're total ninja in it.
Yeah. We'll work with it. So so for that, it's a very low market cap coin, 84.75 million. And it was actually introduced on the market January 6, 2026, and now it's on other exchanges. So it's a brand new coin, literally a few days old, according to CoinMarketCap. The markets that it's available to trade on is Binance. So in order to get on Binance, you need a lot of money. You need to pay them money or give them a lot of coins. So they're on Binance, they're on Coinbase Exchange, they're on like 2 very top exchanges. They didn't start off on Gate.io and all these other known, very low on the market scale, I guess you can say, because Binance is the top dog. And of course you got Coinbase, where all the newbies are going to be at, and everything else. So right there, that's a red flag to me.
You know what's another red flag?
Huh?
On CMC, it says top 10 holders hold 98.26%.
Yeah.
That's a lot for top 10 holders. Holy smokes.
Yeah, that is a lot. All right, so based off of that information, let me see about the charts. So I'm going to exit out of that. All right, so on the chart, you see this is the first, pretty much the first of this year.
Yeah.
We got introduced, and this is on Blowfin also, so it's available on Blowfin as well. Started coming down, which is fine. Most coins, most of them have I mean, if you do a lot of like research, sometimes they'll give you the information to where the angel investors bought it like at 5 cents. So when it gets listed on exchanges, they're incentivized to sell. I mean, because they just 10x, 20x, 100x their investment. And so usually when they get listed on exchange, especially if the market is not great, it's going to come down. And it's going to come down a lot. So do I think that this is the bottom? Definitely not. Just due to the fact that we're not in a great market. Now, if everything was booming and everything's 80%, 100%, everything's just going crazy, you might see a little bit of a dip. And then just because people are in a buying frenzy, then it'll go up. But right now, I mean, the market's just trash. And some coins are making some money, but it's literally a pump and dump. You get what you can and you get out. But here, it came down I don't even know how much the percentage was. So let's just say from here to here, only 11%, 15%. That's nothing. That's great. From the actual high, 25%. That's nothing, especially with it being such a low market cap coin. These market cap coins, they're so low, they move on average 25%, 30%. And when we see like Solana or Ethereum move 4%, that's this type of coins 20 to 30%. So if you see it jumping so hard, don't freak out. That's what they do because of low market cap. So that's one thing that's really important to understand. All right, so it goes up, comes down, goes up, buying pressure, selling pressure. Do I think this can go down 70, 80%? Definitely, hands down. Let's go to the 40. I'm not the 40, but the 4-hour time frame. Just looking for structure, even though it's extremely hard with such a low market cap coin and it's brand new. We had some higher highs, higher lows starting off after this retrace, which was good. Then we had some more of the sell-off. We had oh crap level 1, oh crap level 2, oh crap level 3. Normally, this will continue coming down, lower highs, lower lows. But because its market cap is so low, it doesn't take much to move it. And sure enough, boom, moon mission. And everybody who says, oh, we're going to go to all-time highs, well, new all-time highs, a brand new point. Yeah. But, everybody who's saying, oh, we're going to 5X, 20X, and they're trying to pump the coin, trying to pump their community, only to dump it on them because they probably bought here and here and here and here, and they're going to dump on the community. And sure enough, it comes down. Here was an okay area for it to potentially bounce. This is below the 618 if you do a fib retracement from the low to the high. This is about 38%, 50%, 61%. This is, well, let's just do it. So magnitude always on from the low to the high. We can see we broke below the 618, came really close to 786. And again, this is normal for these type of coins. I would, on a regular coin, I want to see 38%, 50%, but because of this coin, it's normal for it to pull back around this level. Now, what we needed to see here was strength. We needed to see buyers step in to potentially bring it up to, have it retrace, people buying and selling, hopefully, buying low, selling high, and then continue up. But because it did not do this move at this moment, instead it's slowly rolling over. Could it pump? Sure. But you have a much higher likelihood that if, let's just say we don't go down anymore. I think we're going to go down, but let's just say we don't. Let's say we get a nice pump. We can pump all the way up here and do this number only for it to drop down really hard because, again, low market cap coin. Would I invest in this? No. Is this financial advice? Definitely not. This is just a guy who knows how to trade and knows what to look for, and especially newer coins. If y'all didn't know that in reference to market cap and as far as the segment of the cycle, when new coins get introduced, well, hopefully now you do. I actually have a portion for the groups that I have where my goal this bull run, and I paid a lot of money for this all this information that I'm getting, was to inform people of new coins that are being listed, when they're getting listed on new exchanges, especially the big exchanges, because that's where the money's going to be at. That's where the attention's going to be. That's where the volatility is going to be. So the likelihood of making money faster is greater if there's a whole bunch of people going to that exchange. So I spent a lot of money so that I could research this stuff. And because of the market, it was just, no. They would get listed and we wouldn't even enter these trades because it'd pump a little bit, 8% or whatever. And these are good coins and then dump. So
Yeah.
It's very important to understand the market and what segment of the market you're in and just the market in general, you know. So that's my thought.
You want to take a look at another coin called River?
Yeah. RIVER, River.
Have you heard of River before?
I believe I have. Let me go to a different exchange. What exchange do you want me to look at this one on?
Anyone. I usually go to MEXC, but they're on
Okay.
MEXC, Weeks, BitGet, Bitmore, and Kraken.
We'll do MEXC. Okay. So in case you're not familiar with what I just did, I went to Blowfin because I love Blowfin, and that's the exchange that I use. What exchange do you use?
I like BitFi.
BitBuy, yeah. A link's in the description. Of course, you do get special promotions and everything else when you use the link in the description. So definitely do that. Plus, it helps support the channel. So if you like what you're seeing, help support the channel.
Yes.
If you can.
Joe,
Right,
you should. Do you have a thing going with BTCC?
I think I do. I think I have them, and I have another one. Those are US friendly. Those, you know, there's no KYC, nothing like that. But I think I have that one and another one.
Yeah.
And
we
then
have we have BTCC right now, and they gave us a promotion just to create a wallet to trade with. You get $100 deposited into your account just to create it, no deposit.
That's crazy. So if you haven't done it already, jump on it.
Do
Jump
it.
on it.
100x leverage Bitcoin on them. Have you ever done a 100x trade? I've never done 100x.
I trade 75x for Bitcoin.
75x leverage?
Yeah.
Oh,
But
wow.
with low margin though, and that's
Yeah.
one thing that's really important to understand. I trade with low margin, so that's the money that I'm willing to spend. But the thing with leverage, it really, and everybody has a misconception of leverage. I did too until about a year or two ago. The leverage doesn't matter, and you're thinking, what? The leverage doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is your stop loss. So let's say for simple math, I can only lose $1. Well, it doesn't matter if I'm on a 2x, a 10x, a 50x. I can only lose $1. Now, what changes is my margin. So if I'm going to lose only $1 for my risk management, I could put in $100 margin with my stop loss, and I'm only risking $1. Or I could put in $2 and go crazy high leverage and only risk $1. So again, with the margin though, since you're borrowing money, the more money you borrow, the more interest you pay. So the higher the fees. So that's one thing that you have to take into account. But the risk is the same. Now, because you're borrowing more money, let's say on that trade, it charges you 5 cents, 10, and again, just simple math, 10 cents. So if it charges you 10 cents for your $2 trade that you're willing to risk $1 and you're trading 50x leverage, 30x leverage, whatever it is, you have to take that 10 cents that it took you to buy the coin, and you're going to sell it too, so it's going to be another 10 cents. So minimum, you have to make 20 cents just to break even. So if you're selling at 15 cents and 12 cents and you think you're doing good, you're actually losing. I didn't know this. Like when I first started doing this stuff, I was like, man, I'm winning all the time. Why is my account down? I forgot that the fees are also what I'm paying for. But for me, the risk management, so if I could only lose $1, again, simple math, and my fee is 10 cents, so I know 20 cents automatically is buy and sell. So I take that into account as well. So just to let you know, the amount of leverage doesn't really matter. It's the stop loss, and of course you have to take into account the fees. That's what I got. Let's see here. So this one I was looking at it way back over here. Oh, this is not far. This is just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, right. I know.
Way back in time. But so this was a 2x only $1, and this is because it's a very low market cap coin. And what I teach is risk management. However, on this one, I said lower entry on the chart, no stop loss. I'm only risking $1. So here's another scenario. Let's say, based off of your risk management, you can only lose $10 per trade, or $5, or $100, or $1. On this particular example, we entered here, had a lower entry, 40% lower, and we're only using $1. We're only trading $1. So if you could only risk $1 for your stop loss, well, then here would be 50 cents, here would be 50 cents. If you could risk $5, then here would be 250, here would be 250. So whatever your risk, because this could have gotten just stopped out, or liquidated rather. And one thing I want to point out, sometimes I draw these things and they go perfect. Like, man, I just get amazed. And there's other times where I'm way off. Now, when it is perfect, I make sure to point out when I'm way off, so that you don't think that, oh, like I know what's going to happen, which I don't. But this happens quite a bit, where I think something might happen and it pretty much follows it to the T. Again, it doesn't happen all the time, and there are a lot of times where I'm wrong. So here, price was here. I'm thinking we're going to come down. Why? Well, because we went up. And for me, the way I trade in a very simplistic way, price has to do two things. One, go up. Two, go down. And okay, fine, sideways. But two things. So if price goes up, it's going to come down. Now, the question is it going to come down now or later? Regardless, it's going to go down. That's the only thing that's guaranteed. When price goes down, it's going to go up. It has to. Now, it's a matter of when and how long is the question that, that's the $1 million question. So whenever price goes up, I'm expecting to go down. And I was expecting to come down to about here. I'm thinking that we may get a candle and maybe a wick to this area. Once again, price was here. What happened? We went right perfectly to this area. And of course, we had a wick. And then we came up. I'm thinking we're going to come up to about here. We came up to about here. So a little bit, about 30 cents lower than where I thought. Then pull back, then continue breaking this high. We had a very small pullback and then continue breaking the high. We ended up breaking this as well after the pullback. So again, like, because I see it going up, let's just say I entered here for whatever reason. I would definitely have a lower entry because it's such a low market cap coin, at least 60, 75% lower, which would be about, let's see, maybe here, but definitely definitely here as well. Nothing lower than this, because if it goes lower, then we're going to go way down. So I'd have one here, maybe one here, and then just because of the amount. And then sure enough, went to the moon. This $1 that we were risking could have turned into $2 or $3.
Yep.
Or $4. So just to let you know. All right. So now that we've gone over that and how I trade, and I make it very, very simple.
Understandable. Thank you, Joe.
Yeah, no problem. And notice how many indicators do I have? 0.
25.
No, I don't have anything. I use price action. I use momentum. I use strength of the move. I see the size of the candles, the wicks, if they're on the top or the bottom, how big they are. I also have to know the market cap, because that's going to determine how far of a retrace we might get. That's really important. Market cap is so important. I stress that a bunch. So that's really important. Okay. Now, with all that being said, let's go to what's happening now. So what I like doing is I like explaining the thought process of what I was thinking might happen, in addition to what I think could potentially happen. And there's a lot of people that will only show you what already happened. And I don't do that. For example, look, guys, we broke this level. It was a cup and handle, blah, blah, blah. And no, I don't do that. What I do is I show you in the moment where we're at, and then we go back to it a day or two later explaining, okay, well, it worked or it didn't work. But I don't do the woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda. You could have made money. You should have made money. You should have done this. I don't do that. All right, moving on. So here we're looking at the 4-hour time frame. Let's see here. Very nice levels that it broke. It broke this level, which was actually this level right here. And I like using the magnet tool. Come over here. And this is the level that we needed to break. Now, I'm not saying that because we went up. And that's another thing that I don't do. So if you're new to knowing what I do and how I teach and mentor and everything else, I don't teach after the fact. I teach based off of what I normally do. And if the price went up here, I would have said I would have entered, even though if the price went all the way down here, I would have still said I would have entered, because this is how I teach. I don't look for reasons why I would not have entered, because I know that it went down and I would have lost. And that's what I do. Like I tell you, I would have entered here. I would put my stop loss here. We got stopped out. Okay, we go for another trade. Like, there's nothing wrong with losing. And trading is, you're gonna lose. So here, that's where we definitely entered. We would expected resistance here. No resistance. We actually found that at support once we bounced off of it. Came up. Looking strong. Looking really strong. Would I enter right now? Definitely not. Let's see here. I'm going to check for the market cap, what the market cap is right now. On coins that I'm not familiar with or haven't traded, even though we saw with them. Yeah.
Question. So I was looking at this coin called Meme Core on CoinMarketCap yesterday, and I was looking at it on CoinGecko. And now we were in a discussion because we were talking about Pepe and which one's bigger market cap. There was an CoinMarketCap showed 3 billion market cap, and CoinGecko, I believe it was, or maybe I had vice versa, but my point was one of them showed a 2.2 220 million market cap. So one was off $800 million, almost a third of the price. And
just a little bit, yeah.
And I was like, well, how the hell can that one be that far off? And I wasn't sure where to go to find the real information. Do you know where you would go for that?
Yeah, so what I would do is just find one more source. So I would do CoinMarketCap. I would also do CoinGecko. And then possibly maybe even ask ChatGPT or an AI agent, or not an AI agent, but an AI, what's the current market cap for this coin? And then that way, if you have two that are kind of similar, then you can go with that one. And the one that's way off could be just, maybe they moved a decimal or something like that. But for River, market cap is 333. Don't put that in the chats. You already knew it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Is that one of Lifer's favorite things? Guys, go check out my numbers.
Yeah.
Numbers speak to me.
Yeah. And like this will be, something that any YouTuber that has something to sell. Look, guys, follow me. This is a cup and handle, and it broke to the upside, and I show you how to do this, and pay for my Lamborghini and my watches and my big old expensive house. That's all they're doing. A great salesman. I'll give them that. Great salesman. Everybody who does that, good for them. They're salesmen. But to trade, literally, the way I show it's level by level. And so here's the thing. We cannot come up here without first breaking this level. It's impossible. Impossible. We cannot go down here without first breaking this level. It's impossible. So why worry about all the other stuff when we need to worry about this level? If it breaks this level, we short. Breaks this level, we long. Now, granted, on the higher time frames, we can see the trend, and that's what we're actually doing right now. We're looking for the trend. But it's impossible for us to go up without breaking our level. And so that's how I trade. All right, moving on. So looking at this, I do see that we have really nice support right here. And I like doing like little boxes. So, and I know I have this little wick here, but I'm not going to use it. Perfect. And what I like doing is I like extending my box over to the left just to see where it touches. And we can see that we use this candle body close and this wick, and this gave us a really nice zone where candle body close, we have a wick right here, wick barely past it, and then we have a wick. So this right here, we're having more touches. That's why I'm not using this. So as long as we stay above this, we're good. So that's really important. Very basic technical analysis, and it works. And it's so true. If we stay above and just listen to the segments, this is what all the gurus, and they want you to pay them, but it just makes sense. If we stay above this box, we're good. Could we come all the way down, lose 30%? Sure. But as long as we're above this, we're okay. If you have a moving average, the 200, if you're above it, it only makes sense that the price action is strong because we're above the 200. It's a moving average. If we go below it, well, then we're not strong. And it's more common sense once you've been trading for a while. But as a beginner and somebody new, you think, oh man, that's so true. It broke the 200 and it's above it and it went up. Oh my gosh, like this dude's a genius. No, it's literally me saying you will get to where you want to go in a vehicle versus walking. It just makes sense. So that's how I treat all this stuff. Once you've been around for a while and you've traded for like a while, it just makes sense. All right, moving on. All right, who's with us, guys? Who's with us? Put a 7 in the chat. Put a 7 in the chat if you're with us. If you're enjoying this, put a 7. If you're not enjoying this, you think I'm a load of crap, put a 3. It's all right. Put a 3, and it's okay. Like my feelings don't get hurt. If you do put a 3, explain why. Explain why. Do I think am I talking a bunch of smoke up my butt, smoke up your butt, just smoking? Let me know. All right. So for River, I do like it. It's very bullish. If we do a fib retracement, so I always have my magnet tool on, and I'm actually going to go from this low to this high. The reason I'm going from this low, if we go to a higher time frame, you'll see that this is the actual true low. You know, could we use this one? Sure, why not? But this is the true low before making its move up. So that's why I'm using that. All right.
Yeah.
The 4-hour time frame. We came back to the, I want to see minimum. Now, because of this very low market cap, on average, for a regular coin, you know, and for that, I'd say like $1 billion. That's a good range, you know, $1 billion and over with the B. I would like to see the price retrace to at least a 382, possibly to 0.5. If it's under, let's say 700 million, it retracing all the way to the 618 is fine. You know, it's not weakness to me. And so depending on what market cap it has, to me, depends on how far it can retrace and how it's still healthy. So here, this is showing extreme health because we barely broke the 0.5. We came down. We created this zone. We're coming up. What answer right now? No. Why? Price does two things. Goes up, goes down. So I would think at any moment now, it doesn't have to be today or this minute, but there's a much higher probability that we're going to come down. We're going to come down to, I would say, maybe this area, 1384.6, before potentially going up. And then here's what I'm really looking at. I'm looking to see if we end up breaking down and all these people who bought in, if they now start selling and potentially coming down here to this and doing this, and then boom. This is not good. If this happens normally, if it happens, it's what I call the danger zone. So just be careful. But what I'm looking for this coin to do, because it's looking very strong, and until this happens, I don't worry about this. This is my area for a bounce potential. So what I'm looking for, price to definitely pull back, come down to about here, come up, come down, and then from here we start going up. This is what I would like to see. And right now it is strong, so I will put a plan A right here. This is my plan A. This we just have to worry about, because if we break below that zone, no good. So that's my thought process on that. I know I'm gonna go off on like a little tangent, but
Oh, you're good. What do you think about do you think Binance is gonna come back to the US now we have a crypto friendly government in there? And do you think Binance got rid of their BSUSD coin? Do you think they're gonna bring back their stable coin?
all right. So the first one in reference to CZ, I think he's doing okay. I don't think he needs the US. For the people who know how to trade, they know how to get on with CZ's exchange. Now, in reference to the government, and what was the question about the government again?
Now the government is crypto friendly. Do you believe CZ will have Binance enter the US again? And do you believe that Binance will recreate a new BNB stablecoin?
Good. Sorry, I was looking at something else. I think like, man, this dude's not even smart. He knows really good about TA, but he can't even answer a dumb question or a simple question. So the question is, BNB doing a stablecoin?
Well, they had one. They got rid of it because they didn't like the regulations. And so now, do you think they're going to recreate one? Because US is so crypto friendly and looks like on the horizon will be crypto friendly.
Okay. Yeah, because for a second there, I thought you were asking as far as like the government doing a stable coin, but it's BNB. Okay. So for that, I would think that because CZ is very smart, and stable coins, what do? They basically, you're giving them money to hold that coin. So I'm pretty sure CZ will definitely do that to where he does a stable coin to collect money. That's what I think.
I think so too. Do you think it's a good time to buy Zcash by the fear, or do you think Zcash is toast?
Let me look at Zcash. We were trading Zcash. Oh, I made a video too on Zcash.
Did you hear about what happened to it?
Yes. And man, talk about luck. I actually posted the video about Zcash like an hour or two prior to it coming down. This is when I made it. So this video was intentionally for my VIP group, and then I started talking more about Zcash and everything else. You know, let me just put it for YouTube. So I put it on YouTube, and then from this moment to this moment, I guess like a day, the news came out, and I didn't even know anything about this. 2 days, I guess, 2 days, and then that's when the news came out, and boom, it dumped.
It dumped hard.
Yeah, it dumped really hard. Yeah, so for me, once again, my thought process, and that's why I love doing this stuff on my chart, so that I can go back to it later and see, you know, was I right? Was I wrong? What could I have changed? Like, for example, here, it started coming up. Let's see here. No, this was still part of this. When I was making the video, I was saying that we could do this number, I believe. But if we bounced here, we could do this. But we ended up just, you know, and the level we need to watch was this right here. You know, when I made the video, I showed lower time frames. That's why you see all these little squiggles, showing that, you know, if we break this level, there's a pretty good chance that we may come for this and this, just because it moved up so much.
I mean, I thought Zcash would correct, but I did not see that coming in any slightest way.
No, me neither. And one thing too, shame on anybody. And man, there's one guy out there, man, that I saw, and he's well respected in the industry. And he mentioned about the whole, you know, October 10th event, the catastrophic event. It's like, oh yeah, you know, we saw it, and you know, it was bearish and blah blah, and like, and just like throwing sand in people's eyes. Like, dude, like nobody knew. Like it didn't look bullish, but we didn't know that, you know, the black swan or whatever you want to call it happened. Like we didn't know, but he was just throwing sand in people's eyes. And man, I have zero respect for him now, zero. But here, I didn't know this was going to happen.
But you also have zero respect for Lifer too, right?
I have respect for him. I have respect for him for being a great business person. I mean, phenomenal business mind. He knows how to sell. He's very charismatic. Dude is amazing when it comes to just like personality and selling people. People they want. So here, I'm a great salesman. I'll tell you that right now. But what people want, and this is a secret. There's only salespeople know this, and you probably know this from life in general. People don't care about you. They really don't. But if you find one person who shows interest in you, you're going to love them. And it's much easier to buy from a friend or to sell to a friend than it is to sell to a stranger. So as a salesperson, and he does it wonderfully. I've done a whole bunch of stuff. Anyway, what he does perfectly is he shows you vulnerability, so you feel compassion. He does all the emotions. He does the crying. He does the clap and the laughter and the whatever, and gets all I love the dude. Like, the dude is great at what he does when it comes to selling. But when it comes to trading, the dude is a joke. Flat out clown. Dude does not know how to trade. All the stuff that he says, it makes sense if you understand trading. And he looks like a genius if you don't understand trading. For example, 200 SMA. If the price breaks above the 200 SMA, we're going here, blah, blah, blah. Well, and it goes there and, oh, look, I'm a genius. No. If the price goes up above the 200 SMA, that means the price is bullish. And if the price crosses underneath the 200 SMA, the price is not bullish. So the price can only go up if the 200 is underneath it. If the price starts coming down and it breaks that 200, well, he's still correct, or anybody who says and teaches that way is still correct, because, well, now the price isn't bullish anymore. It's, it came down and it broke that level. But if it continues going up, well, then they're right. But price can only go up and then be right because the 200 underneath it. But if you understand the logic on what it is and how they're saying it, then you understand that what they're saying is 100% true. But for the people who are brand new, and there's nothing wrong with being brand new. Everybody's brand new at one point. But if you're a beginner in the learning process, you think that those words are gold. Like, oh my gosh, yeah, it is above the 200, and we did hit our target. Wow, man, this guy's no. If it would have broken the 200, guess what it's doing? It's pulling back. It's resetting. That's what it's doing. So to answer the question, do I respect him as a businessman? 100%. Dude is amazing. As far as trading, dude's the worst. Absolute worst. You have better luck flipping a coin. And if there's anybody who challenges me on that, we can literally dissect any of his videos. You can pick one, any of his videos, and I can walk you through his thought process and then a real trader's thought process and show you why his trade worked or didn't work. Or you could actually pause the video and then we could say, well, I'll give you my thought process. Like, oh, I think it's going to do this or this, and we'll see what happens. But I challenge anybody, and that's how confident I am in my trading ability versus flipping a coin. So that's it. You're like, man, Joe, that was a whole bunch of talking.
No, I think you did a great, Joe. I actually like how you talk. It has the same aspect that Trent has, where you think about everything very detailed before you go on a tangent, and actually be able to explain why you got there, how you got there, and all the backstory of it. And I think a lot of people, even including myself, I have a hard time giving that much detail. And I think it's impressive and something that I can learn from you and take from you and Trent too, because I have a thing where I talk and then think versus thinking and talking. And it's something that you're either born with or you're born without it. And I haven't figured it out. So I usually I step into the hot water, and then I usually kind of like start winging, like, oh, that was hot. Maybe I shouldn't have. There was this one time, Joe, I saw my parents pull up into a parking lot, and I was like, oh, I'm going to go scare them. And I ran over to the door, and I opened it up, and I was like, wah! And then I realized that it was not my parents in the car, and it was a woman and 2 young children.
Oh
And
no.
I didn't know what to say. So I was like, I'm sorry. I thought this was my parents' vehicle. And I was like, have a nice day. And I shut the door. And I heard her start laughing, but I freaked her out, man. Like, my parents bought a brand new car like the 2 days before. And they were meeting us in the back of this building where there's not a whole lot of parking. So when I saw the car, my mind connected the older vehicle, not the brand new vehicle they just bought. And so I scared the living daylights out of this young family. But you know, it's like the ability to be able to be like, you realize your mistake and be like, I'm sorry, I thought this was my parents' vehicle and I was trying to scare them, and then be able to shut the door. It's kind of one of those things. My brother set me up too. He realized it and he watched me do it. That dirty dog, man. You know, family has your back, but they also like throwing you into the frying pot, and then they're there to get you out. But if you can't get you out on your own, I've been in so many awkward situations like that. I'm flexible. I'm more flexible than most. So it's nice to be able to hear somebody that can go on a deep dive on how they arrive to their conversations. You know.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Now, in reference to and that's a funny story. In reference to
Thanks.
Zcash, do I think it's going to go up? Actually, I thought we were going to come up here, and I was really considering entering along, but I was like, I don't know. And then honestly, I was going to. So here's another thing too, because I'm not selling anything. I tell you what I would have really done. I would have entered this trade, but I just forgot about it. I got too busy. I got doing other things, and I'm glad too, because it went up and then it came down. So I would have been looking at the 1 hour time frame. Were there any clues? So I would think, let's say I saw it here. I would think that, you know, if we did come up more, this is oh crap level 1. That's my little catchphrase or whatever. It's my oh crap level 1. But I would expect it to retrace about here, maybe even here, about 50% of this move. But if it breaks below this, I get worried. And that's between the 0.5 and 6.8 on the fib retracement. If you pull from the low to the high, you'll see that we're starting to come down here. Now, granted, I'm not saying all of this because of what I see. I'm saying what I would have done in the moment. And that is one thing that a lot of traders do not do. They'll tell you what they would have done based off of what already happened versus in the moment. So here, I'm getting kind of worried because we broke this level. We are not creating a high. We came down. We're not bouncing off of certain levels on the fib retracement. We continue coming down, and I would have been stopped out right here.
Yep.
This would have been my lowest, just around the 786 area, and I would have got stopped out. Lost, decent money because I would have gone hard because I'm thinking we're gonna have a really nice pump up here to come down to go up. But now it's starting to kind of grow, kind of the momentum of it dumping. So let's kind of walk back. So we're kind of going this way. We dump really hard. We bounce a little bit. We come back down. And then now that bouncing ball is not bouncing as hard. And now it looks potentially, for me, I think that this looks really great for a potential, for us to come up. The levels that we need to watch for sure, I would say this zone. So let me go mark it out for you. From here, and then the other zone is from here. So between 421 and 415, this is a little zone that I'm looking at to potentially do something like this. Now, what's the percentage of this move? And this is all the stuff that I'm showing you right now is gold. It's really gold.
Yeah.
Why is this important? This is important because we've had 1 hour candles. 3 of them so far measuring 6%. 6% when all these other candles are doing 0.5%, maybe 2%, nothing crazy. But right now we're having a big momentum move. So what does that mean? To me, it means that we're ready for retracement. Does it mean that it has to happen right now? No. But one thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to enter right now, and yellow means aggressive entry. I am not going to enter right now, and I'm actually put a slash through that so I don't get confused. I'm not going to enter it because what could happen potentially, price could continue coming up only to come down. And then now I need to see if it gets rejected here and break this level. And here's this as well. And if that's the case, then more than likely we could potentially enter a short so that we could attack this to attack this and then continue going down. But I definitely would not enter right now. What I want to do is I want to see, and let's go and take this off so we don't get confused. What I want to see is either a retracement. Let me change the color. That's just too much yellow. What we want to see is I want to see either a retracement now would be perfect to about here, 38, 50%, to now break up. If so, then we could enter. Then a white circle is a safer entry. Or if we continue going up, I'm waiting for a pullback so that we can come up and then break this level, and then now we can enter. So what I do is I trade momentum, I trade price action, I trade market structure, and all this needs to happen in order for me to enter right now. Too extremely risky because, again, it could either continue going up and then roll over, meeting resistance, breaking the lows, which is not what we want to do, especially if we're in a long, or it could pull back. And then when it comes up, again, lower high, meets resistance, breaks the low, don't want that, come for this, boom. There's your short setup, there's your long setup. Again, what I do is I show you that trading can be, as I don't want to say easy, but simplified to where if it breaks a level, we go up, because now it's more than likely going to bounce, and people are going to get FOMO back into this and we go up. But if it rolls over and it breaks the level, well, then more than likely people are still going. So again, we don't know what's going to happen. What we're doing is we're reacting to the price action versus trying to say, oh, it's gonna go here because it broke the 200. Price can do whatever it wants.
Yeah. Welcome in, Sean. How you doing, brother? I have to get ready to wrap it up, Joe. Is there anything that you have you want to top it off with?
Yeah. So if you find what I teach interesting, definitely check me out. I go live every single night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The channel is called Trade Intuition, and we go over charts, we go over questions. I strongly recommend asking questions because it does two things. One, it verifies that I know what the heck I'm talking about, which is extremely important because you don't want to follow somebody and they don't even know what they're talking about. And two, it may be a question that maybe another trader doesn't even know to ask yet. So once again, questions, they validate and verify that I know how to trade. So, and I'm very confident in what I do, and I encourage questions. And sometimes people will, oh, this and this. I say, okay, well, let's talk it out. And then let's see what you're talking about. And then hopefully I can show you what I'm talking about. And I can show you that, like, everybody makes trading very complicated, and it doesn't have to be. That's what I got.
Exactly. Guys, if you haven't already, check out Joe at Trade Intuition. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Sean Atkins, for coming on in. Good evening to you, sir. Hope you had a great, wonderful weekend. Real Meta, thanks for coming on in. We have D.U. Thank you for coming on in. Getting on fire, Mr. AKA Daniel Ghazi. Thank you for coming in. Fat Necron, thank you for coming on in. Appreciate you for showing up today and having a deep dive on political views in the real world. We have Axe 221. Thank you for coming on in. GT, let's get XCN pumping, bro. Thanks for coming on in. And we have Vision Pulse to Fat Boy, aka the Pepe, with a name change. Thank you for coming on in today, guys. Duality C, thank you. And on that note, guys, enjoy the rest of your week. We'll be back 7:30 tomorrow, Pacific Standard Time. Hey, take care. Later. Oh, I almost hit the wrong button. Welcome in, Joe. Thank you for coming on in. You kicked ass today. Thank you for giving everybody your all. You're always so detail oriented. Everybody appreciates you. Thank you for being part of the Blockchain Brew family.